Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Spicy Adventures. Today I just kind of wanted to talk about cold weather riding and what I do to kind of gear up to challenge the elements, right? Living up here in the San Lorenzo Valley, Santa Cruz Mountains, it gets pretty cold. Last night was like 35 degrees. I didn't ride last night, um, but I have ridden in that type of weather before. In Fresno, it would get that cold because just open skies and frosty mornings create very cold uh, atmosphere in Fresno. But up here, it can get that way a little bit too. A little bit more cloud cover at times, so it doesn't quite get into the 30s as much, it seems like, but nonetheless, it's still pretty cold. It's the coastal air rolling in from the Pacific Ocean, so yeah, it can get pretty cold. But some of the things that I do to battle the cold is right here. So a lot of people like to layer up, and layering up is not a bad idea, but it's about getting the right layers. I see a lot of people throw on like a hoodie right underneath their jacket or something like that, and yeah, that can work fairly okay, but it's more about trapping warmth and blocking wind more than anything else. And if you're not doing that, then you're gonna be cold. So um, these are some of the things that I wear to battle the elements, and I'll go over them with you guys a little bit. So what I normally start off with right away is going to be my base layer. So I like to go with these Under Armour Cold Gear base layer. It's great at trapping heat, and it sticks really close to your body. It also wicks away moisture. They're pretty pricey, but they are well worth the money. I've had this set for quite a few months now, and it's held up great. I have a bunch of different colors as well. Um, I absolutely love the Cold Gear. It's got a really good neoprene, collar. It doesn't rub on you or anything like that. The collar is great, for tucking in like a balaclava here. So I have this Glacier uh, glove company here, and I used to tournament bass fish, and I used to buy Glacier stuff all the time for them. But it works really well to battle the elements. So I like to wear this, and I tuck it in under my collar here, and that blocks the wind from my neck. Um, and then the pants, right, are these long johns that are also Cold Gear. And if you look when you buy, right, you want to make sure it says Under Armour Cold Gear, and that's how you know you're getting the right one, because they have two sets, right? They have the Cold Gear and the Heat Gear. The Heat Gear is for summertime, obviously, when things are hot, and Cold Gear is for wintertime when it's cold. Um, and then when it comes to my riding gear, I just got this brand new set of Dainese Latic, I believe it's pronounced that way. It's a triple layer um, design, meaning it's got an outer shell, it's got a warmth liner, and also a waterproof liner. I have the waterproof liner out right now because it's not raining, um, but that does help a lot to block wind and stuff as well. If you need the extra warmth, you can leave in the third liner. But I found that with my Under Armour um, Cold Gear plus just the weighted thermal lining and the shell seems to be just fine, and I can battle the elements pretty well with it. It's pretty heavy duty. It's not thin, it's nice and thick. Feels almost like snowboarding gear, but it's very comfortable. And you can spread the legs open and fit boots under or over, whatever your preference may be. Um, yeah, very good. I got this on sale at Revzilla for super cheap. for like 180 bucks, right? You can't beat these pants for 180 bucks. Comes with knee armor, you know, and you can add more armor if you want to as well. But you know, I normally just ride it the way it comes. It looks great, performs great. Yeah, adjustability at the ankles, adjustability at the waist. I'm a size medium just about in everything, but if you're talking about number size, and in Dainese, I wear a size 48 in pants, and a size 48 is about a 32-inch waist in America. And here's the jacket form. Here's the Latic jacket. Right? It's very warm as well. In Dainese, I wear a size 50. I can float between a 48, 52. You know, I can kind of go back and forth, but the 50 just seems to always fit me the best. It has the best. It's tight where it needs to be tight and loose where it needs to be loose. 52 seems too loose almost everywhere, and the sleeves get a little bit too long, but I can still get by with that. And then the 48 is just a little bit tight sometimes, and sometimes the elbow armor doesn't quite fit on me. I'm about 5'6", 150 pounds for reference, and size 50 in Dainese and Alpine Star seems to fit me spot on every time. Yep. But yeah, I really like this jacket as well. It comes in two colors, I want to say. Hopefully you guys can still get it, but you know, I got it on sale. The pants were 180. The jacket was 200. They were big time discounted, and I couldn't say no. It's got this cool little pocket here in the back, right, where you can, you know, you can fold away one of the liners and stow it back here. That's really cool. You know, it's got all these little other gadgets here. These are the opening vents, and you see it's attached here to the back in case you need some airflow. You know, on the warmer days or you might ride in the morning and it starts to warm up later in the afternoon. You know, you can definitely open it up, get some airflow throughout the back and also in the front. This is the pocket here. The way that the airflow in the front works is you lift this up from Velcro, and then it pins back here to this button. Hopefully y'all can see that. And it buttons away nicely like that. And now you have your chest vent open to vent some air in. I wish I had some, oh, it does have some arm vents. The arm vents are right here. You kind of open them up, and now you can get some air into the arms as well. But I wish I had like a sleeve one where you could, you know, open up. My KTM gear has that. My KTM Powerwear has sleeves where you can pull up here. It's got a two-way zipper, one to close and one to just open the vent, which makes it pretty unique and pretty cool. But the KTM gear isn't quite as heavy duty as the Dainese gear, and that's why I got this, because it's just a little bit more heavy duty to take on those little bit colder days. If you guys watched my video of the KTM Powerwear when I rode during the rain, it held up great. But the other day I was riding home in pretty intense rain. It kept me dry. It was great. The KTM Powerwear, it did a great job keeping me dry, but I was pretty cold that day because it was like in the upper 30s, lower 40s, and yeah, I started to get a little bit chilly, but nothing that I couldn't handle. But I feel like this is going to be able to really battle those much colder nights. Yeah, Dainese on sale for the win. Yeah, you can't beat this price, because these pants are originally like over 300 bucks, and the jacket is originally like $400. So, you know, got them at darn near 50% off. So yeah, that was great. I ended up getting some of their gloves here too. These are called the I can't remember what these are called, but these are also D-Dry, meaning they have insulation and they are waterproof. They fit pretty tight too. you know, they feel pretty good when on the hand. They have a cuff stretchy fabric here into a Velcro, which is pretty cool. They have a palm slider as well. It's not leather under here, but that's fine. You know, I didn't want these to be leather because I'm not going to be riding fast in cold, inclement weather with these. But yeah, these kept my hands pretty warm, even though they're not heated, which is what my other gloves are here for when it gets even more extreme. All right, I have these waterproof heated gloves that I got from Amazon, and they work pretty good. You turn them on. You can set the degree up and down by pushing these plus and minus buttons here. Yeah. And, you know, it comes with a carbon fiber knuckle, a palm, not really a slider here, but just like some padding. The battery tucks away into the sleeve here, as you can see. And I like gauntlet style stuff during the winter. You know, it really helps in battling the elements. The heat you can feel really well on the back of the hands. I wish there was a little bit more heat towards the fingers, but I noticed that when I'm writing and I want a little bit more heat to the fingers, I just kind of move my fingers around like this, and I can feel the heat kind of travel to the fingers by doing that. And that seems to help a little bit. But yeah, I wish, but the palm is leather on this one, so that's nice. But I wish that yeah, the fingers were a little bit better heated on these. But they do a good enough job, and I'm overall happy with it. I mean, they were like 80 bucks, right? And you know, you can't really argue spending 80 bucks and having, you know, this type of performance. You know, they seem pretty well built. I'm a size medium in gloves as well, and yeah, I mean, I've been pretty happy with them. And then when usually when things are that cold, right, I'll put on some heated socks as well. I got these from Amazon as well, and these have a battery that tucks away into the upper leg portion here, and these work really good. Like on the high setting, my feet get really toasty, so I normally put it on like 2 or 3 setting, not the full 4. The battery's pretty cool here. When you take it out, when you turn it on, it kind of shows you, you know, what setting you're on right away. It starts off as number 4 right away, and you click it once, right, and it goes down to 3. You click it twice, it goes down to 2. You click one more time, it goes down to 1, and then one more click and it goes back to 4. And then to turn it off, you just hold, and it turns off. Very intuitive, easy to charge. It comes with like a splitted with a Y split charger cable. That's just, you know, USB. So yeah, pretty cool. I like these a lot. These have saved my feet during some of the rides that I've done. Yeah, and then I have, oh, my boots. So my Dainese Gore-Tex boots here that I've purchased as well. These are also a open box sell that I got. So yeah, so I didn't pay the full price for these either. I got these for around 400 bucks when they're around, I think, 600 bucks. So yeah, these are really good. As you can see, they're super tough, super rugged. They look stiff, but they're not that stiff when you actually have them on and you're on the motorcycle moving around shifting. I love the strap system. It's really good. It blocks wind great. And you know, it's Gore-Tex, so it's waterproof, windproof. Yeah, all that good stuff. So these are excellent. I love these Dainese boots so much. Yeah, compared to my Alpinestars Tech 7s. I mean, the Tech 7s aren't really waterproof. they don't have Gore-Tex on them or anything like that. But yeah, and there's the KTM Powerwear right here. And the shell is waterproof, right? And then it comes with a thermal lining underneath. And same with the pants. The pants are waterproof with thermal lining underneath. And I really, really like these as well for not as cold weather. When it's like in the 40s and 50s, this is like absolutely perfect. Or in the upper 40s and 50s, right? But if it's in the lower 40s and 30s, then the Dainese gear is gonna work to perfection. As you can see, this is my helmet collection here. I have LS2 Stream 2, my HJC Alpha 70 ST Carbon, my HJC Alpha 12 Pro. This is my Scorpion EXO R1 track helmet, and this is my Alpinestars R10 track helmet, and then my Arai XD5 adventure helmet. These are the 6 helmets I wear the most. I know you guys might think 6 helmets is extreme, but I actually rotate through them pretty well. You know, I have different outfits and configurations that I like to ride in. You know, I have a lot of different gloves and boots and things of that nature to make sure that, you know, I like to match. I like to look good when I ride, you know. Look good, feel good, ride good, right? So, yeah, that's some of the stuff I like to do. But yeah, and all my helmets have the Cardo secondary helmet set on them, except for my 2 track helmets, because, you know, obviously I just wear those mainly for, you know, when I want to ride, and I don't really care about anything else. You know, because sometimes I don't care about listening to music and all that type of stuff, and you know, I just wanna ride, and that's when I like to put on my track helmets. So I usually wear these with like my full leathers, you know, my full one-piece track suits. I do want to get a 2-piece leather for up here when riding around, because the 1-piece is just a little annoying at times, you know, when you gotta use the bathroom, or, you know, just want to be comfortable and take the jacket off and just leave the pants on. Because with the 1-piece, you gotta just strip the top off, and the sleeves are hanging everywhere. That's kind of like not so comfortable. But yeah, that's kind of my setup, you guys. So, oh, here's the KTM Power gloves in the flesh, right? These are water resistant, not waterproof. So there's a big difference between water resistance and waterproof. And these will only stay dry for so long, and then they just get completely soaked. But my Alpinestars one here, these are very good at being waterproof and windproof as well. These are pretty good as well. My fingers do get pretty cold with these as well, but they're not as good as the Dainese ones. Obviously the Dainese ones are a lot more heavy duty. And then I also have just a neck warmer here. This one just goes around the neck, and it has holes for the mouth to breathe. It doesn't go over your entire head like the Glacier one does. The Glacier one is like a full-on hoodie, and it's very thin, so, you know, your helmet still fit really nice. But yeah, that's some of my gear there. Those are my Alpinestars waterproof boots, these black ones, right? My Tech 7s. And these are more of summer riding, you know, spring riding. These flow a lot of air. You know, these are just for when I wear my KTM Power gear and stuff. I have a lot more gear in a locker. But yeah, that's some of my winter gear riding tips for you guys, right? So get the right layers. It's not about putting on thick sweaters and things of that nature, right? You want to be able to have the best performing layers, right? Like trap warmth, block wind, you know, and stay dry. Those are your 3 things you're looking for, right? And then in extreme times, you want to provide heat, you know, so get yourself some heated gear as well. You know, there's a ton of heated gear out there, so, you know, look into it, look at reviews, you know, buy what's you feel it might be best for you. I'm still trying to search for a better heated glove. That's going to do for now, but, you know, we'll see if I can find another set that's possibly distributes a little bit more heat towards the fingers. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and you guys learned a thing or two about cold weather riding. You don't need a lot. You know, you don't need to layer up like crazy. Just the correct layers. All right, guys? Keep that in mind. And until next time, peace.